Hey there, you caught me. I didn't say anything exciting. Why the hell are you... Okay, you caught me. I was about to say Elder Scrolls Blades is on the Switch. It's that time of year where I get excited, waste 2 hours for about 10 minutes stuff I actually care about, and then get depressed for the next 11 months. Yup, it's E3 season. E3 is an expo where game developers and publishers show off new games or new consoles in development. It started out in 1995 and was a far cry from what it is today, with it feeling more like a debate rather than a video game convention. But let it be known that this E3 was the moment Sega went from being a big f***ing deal to f***ing dying.
We started our rollout of Sega Saturn yesterday. We're at retail today in 1,800 Toys R Us, software, etc., and electronic boutique stores around the U.S. and Canada. Our retail price is between $3.99 and $4.49.
Yikes! But hey, maybe they'll recover from that. I would just love to see that timeline. The convention continued to expand and grow over time, and it eventually became an event that no company could afford to miss. Unless you were Sony. This year was supposed to have an E3, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, it was cancelled. And now, we have a year without E3. And I thought, hey, since it's E3 season, I figured why not look at last year's E3 and see how it was and what was announced. E3 2019 was interesting for numerous reasons. One, Sony dropped out of E3. You see, during last year's E3, they had literally nothing to show. So they decided to go f***ing mental and show a trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 in a tent. And then proceed to host the rest of the event in an actual theater. Which in that case, why the hell would you show the trailer in a tent? It makes no sense! You might be thinking, it must get better after that, but... I mean, it was a lot faster after this, but yeah, it was still god-awful. So Sony decided not to repeat the same mistake and dropped out of E3 and moved to a new online event called State of Play, aka Sony's version of a Nintendo Direct. So now everyone's attention was on Microsoft and the other companies to pick up the slack. And this was the year before the launch of the new next-gen consoles, and people were hoping for some information about Microsoft's new console. E3 had a lot to live up to in 2019, and did it deliver? Wait, hold on a minute, I need to check something. Oh, damn it. First up was Google Stadia Connect, which aired prior to E3 on June 6th. Because you can't have E3 without someone f***ing it all up and failing horribly. So Phil Harrison shows up in an endless abyss. Yes! I've always wanted to see this! My dreams are finally coming true! They talk about how Google Stadia will be on everything except iPhone and Android devices. So it's not really everything, is it? And also, just look at all these developers working with Stadia. I mean, you can't have a Stadia without CodeSync. Then we get a trailer with some transformation action and, this guy. Looks like Call of Duty Zombies or something. So it's Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna be honest, I've never played a Baldur's Gate game and I have no idea what the hell a Baldur is, but I do know it's been something that fans have wanted for a long time, and gotta say, I am happy for them. Then they talk about how fast Google Stadia is. Yeah, it's fast alright.
Our highest quality gaming experience is remarkable, with 4K HDR video at 60 frames per second and 5.1 surround sound.
Man, I'd like to see a world where that happened. I mean, back then it sounded like a good idea, until we all realized it was complete bullshit and it doesn't even run well. But hold up, I can play Mortal Kombat 11 on this thing. Alright, I'll buy your stupid f***ing garbage. A game platform for anyone, anywhere. Alright, this is f***ing great, I couldn't imagine playing this anywhere else. Their dream is for Stadia to run on anything that can run Chrome. But can they get it to work on the Wii U's web browser? Now onto the games. They have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Cool? Guilt, a Stadia exclusive horror game. Hey, at least they have an exclusive. Oh they have Jetpack 2? I don't need these anymore. Then, they reveal the Founders Edition, which includes everything you need to play Stadia. A controller, a Chromecast, no integrity, all for $130. Or you can play for free now. Or better yet, pay $10 a month for Stadia Pro for a free game, 4K, and some discounts. Or in reality, a free game and some discounts. Then we get a scissor reel of games, and I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best thing, but hey, at least it was short and to the point. But they had no games. I mean, they have Get Packed and Division 2, but I mean, they have a few other big name games like Doom, Borderlands 3, and the Tomb Raiders. But otherwise, there wasn't really much. However, I can see why it made people want to buy Stadia, even if that ended up being a huge mistake. Overall, it was a pretty solid conference. Next is EA Play. Remember EA Play? EA what now? Yeah, me neither. It was held on June 8th, and so what did EA do? They had a 3-hour live stream for just 6 games, only 3 of which were new. And 2 of which were Madden and FIFA. So really, 1 new game for 3 hours. First up is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. They show off a new trailer for it, and yep, this was the only good thing at EA's conference. I mean, to be fair, it's not like it had much competition. Like, it was competing with Madden and Battlefield 5, and I mean, those are games. The combat was pretty great and kind of felt like Dark Souls. And was a challenge. God, can you actually imagine that? Then they do this talk show thing for the next 13 minutes, and then we move on to Apex Legends. Damn it! Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this game. They talk about Season 2 and how you should buy stuff from them. Then they talk for what seems like an eternity, and then they reveal a new legend. Watson. Neat Battlefield 5 is up next, and they have nothing. What, they have a new map and say, hey guys, we're working on adding the US. Holy shit! Then, FIFA and Madden. It's FIFA and Madden. I don't know what you want me to say. And finally, The Sims 4. They announce a fun-looking island living expansion, and then proceed to talk for the next 20 minutes. Wow, that sucked! EA had nothing to show aside from Star Wars. Everything else could have been thrown up online and nobody would have cared. Now no one cares, and it's 3 hours long. Literally, I skimmed through and I was still bored. Well, at least it can't get much worse from here. Microsoft is up next, and it was held on June 9th. They start out with a trailer for the Outer Worlds. At first I thought, oh shit, it's the Outer Wilds. And then I realized how stupid that was and said, oh wait, it's the Outer Worlds. Bleeding Edge is up next. I mean, it looks like a game alright. It didn't interest me because I'm not really big on much multiplayer games. I mean, the character designs look interesting, but hey, at least they got a fist in the logo. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Now, I haven't played this or Ori and the Blind Forest, but it looks beautiful. Who knows, maybe I'll check it out sometime. Then, from the creators of Minecraft comes a new game. Diablo 4. I mean Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip. I mean Minecraft Dungeons. It looks alright. It looks like more Minecraft, but with that Diablo-style gameplay that I love so much, so maybe I'll play it sometime. Holy shit! Phil Spencer?! You see this guy? He gets it. Plus, they're going to highlight 60 games. We get another Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order trailer. Cool. Then we get a trailer starring this flashlight, panting, and what the hell? Okay, so it's a Blair Witch game. I'm interested to see how this will go because they're trying to make a game out of this.
You guys weren't lying to me about the map, were you? Because this just seems like you guys are having just a little bit too much fun for my taste.
Going a little stir crazy.
Obviously, it must have went well. Oh my god. Cyberpunk 2077, and it looks so good. I mean, I know there was little gameplay, but I love this trailer, and...
Wake the f*** up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Okay, I'm sold on this game.
Please welcome Keanu Reeves.
Alright, this was so awesome. When I saw this, I was just so happy, because Keanu Reeves is just a national treasure, and it was just so nice to see him here. I mean, he's basically just there to be there and sell 5 million copies of the game right there. But I mean, it worked, and it was awesome. So how do you follow up an awesome announcement like that? Easy. You show off Spiritfarer. I mean, its art style looks good, but it was one of the more forgettable games at the conference. Then they show off the new Battletoads, which looks like a Saturday morning cartoon, and I'm a bit mixed on the art style. I mean, I think it's perfect for what they're going for, but it just looks alright. Nothing too great. But hey, the gameplay looks like more Battletoads. RPG Time: The Legend of Right, a game whose art style looks interesting but has to be a major pain in the ass to play. Idea Xbox, they show off a ton of games that I've never heard of before. I think the only takeaway people had was, holy shit, there's a Lord of the Rings card game?! They announced Game Pass coming to PC, and Game Pass Ultimate, a new tier which gives you Game Pass for Xbox One, PC, and Xbox Live Gold, all for $15 a month. It's a pretty good deal, all things considering, especially because it frequently goes on sale, and all first-party games from Microsoft are on there from day one. Then we get, I don't know, Planes DLC to GTA 5 or whatever? Okay, or it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. This isn't something I'm interested in, but cool. And it still hasn't come out, so I guess I'll never get to simulate flying now. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Wasteland 3, Microsoft buys Double Fine. Yeah, that's all cool. But then, we get a trailer for Psychonauts 2, and it looks great. I've never played the original, and this makes me want to go out and play that now. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Great. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball guy, but I mean, it looks alright. I'll get it one day. 12 Minutes is a game where someone bursts in and kills you. This is something that looks pretty cool. I mean, it has murder. Way to the Woods existed. Gears 5 shows off just so many faces. I mean, it is something we all have. Then Microsoft goes effing crazy and goes under the stage. Is there a reason for this, or anything under the stage? No, but we get a trailer for a new multiplayer mode. Now this makes me want to go out and buy Gears 5. We get a new Elite controller for $180. That. Yeah, I know they added a bunch of things to try and make it worth that price point. Like, they have Bluetooth, so it must be worth it. Dying Light 2 looks pretty cool. I like the first game, and this was such a great surprise, but, well... Forza Horizon 4 LEGO DLC, finally. Because I always thought, I want to build that, not play it, and now, I can. Gears Pop, an alright mobile game based on Gears of War and Pop Funkos. You know, those things littering my room. I've played it, and I can safely say it's not my thing. State of Decay 2 DLC, Phantasy Star Online 2, Crossfire X anyone? Tales of Arise, a new entry in the Tales series. Yeah, I had no idea this was a series, but hey, it looks good. A new Borderlands 3 trailer. I like the trailer, and I like the game too. While the game didn't do too much different from Borderlands 2, and the story was alright, the gameplay was fantastic. It took the already great gameplay from Borderlands 2, and took it to 11. Plus, they announced a free DLC for Borderlands 2. Haven't played it, but hey, that's pretty cool. Elden Ring, a new game developed by From Software, is a collaboration with George R.R. Martin. I'm interested, but we still know next to nothing about this game, so... They talk about Project X Cloud. It's basically them streaming games to your phone from the cloud. So it's basically Stadia, if Stadia actually worked like it was supposed to. Right now it's in a closed beta, but hey, seems pretty cool. Then, they talk about Project Scarlet, or as it's known now, the Xbox Series X. They say, oh man, it's gonna be so powerful, and is backwards compatible with the Xbox One. That's pretty cool, because I just have a ridiculous amount of Xbox One games. They also show these close-up images of the word Scarlet, thank God. There was also this guy's beard! Finally, Halo Infinite. It looks great. For the first time since Halo Reach, I'm excited for a Halo game. I mean, Halo 4 was fine, and Halo 5 was a thing, but this looks great. Even if it was only a trailer, it was still amazing. That was Microsoft's E3 showing last year, and it was alright. I mean, it had some great stuff like Halo Infinite, Cyberpunk, and Keanu, but also some forgettable stuff like Way to the Woods and Spiritfarer. But nothing that was bad. Wait a minute, they only showed off 29 games! Where are the other 31 games? Oh, they were in that highlight reel from earlier. Bethesda's up next, and wow, they have not been having the best time lately. I mean, the only good thing they put out during the past 2 years was Doom Eternal, and that was fantastic. Easily one of the best shooters of recent memory. But even then, it's not really Bethesda, it's more id Software. And other than that, they released Fallout 76 and Rage 2. And so for E3, they decided to waste an hour and a half with about 10 minutes I actually cared about. Okay, they start with a video that says, we're not a corporation, we're a community, guys! So Behind shows up and the crowd loses it. Todd Howard shows up and says, hey guys, thanks for playing our games despite our massive f***ups. He tries to talk about Fallout 76, but the crowd goes wild. They shift to Elder Scrolls Blades, you know, that alright mobile game, and... I don't know why you're flipping out, it's just Elder Scrolls Blades. Then the presenter tries to explain that they're adding dragons to the game, but the audience just refuses to shut the f*** up for just one moment. Then they announce, it's coming to the Switch.
Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Yeah, oh my god, a mobile game is coming to Switch, and it's free?
And with motion controls. But best of all...
Seriously? They don't cheer for this, but they cheer for them talking about previous Fallout 76 updates? They announce, guys, we're making Fallout 76 an actual game with NPCs and everything! Pretending like this was the plan the whole time. They also announce a Battle Royale mode. Todd Howard returns and says, remember Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield? Yeah? We're still working on them. Bye. What? Shinji Mikami shows up and announces Ghostwire Tokyo. They show a trailer for it, and I originally thought this was somehow a tie-in game for Avengers Endgame. I mean, it's not, but I'm still interested. They play a video where people talk about their Bethesda experiences, and this guy says, add dragons to everything! Come on, guys, it'll be so cool! Then this guy shows up, and the crowd just goes wild. Hell, he tries to speak, and yep, the crowd loses it. Man, I just feel bad for this guy, because he can't get through a sentence without the crowd screaming like their lives depended on it. They announce some new Elder Scrolls Online stuff, and say a new DLC's coming. Nothing else, only that it's coming, and...
We'll see you in August.
Okay, that tears it! They must have been paid or something! I don't know how you plot some of this stuff! Like they have plotted Mobile Commander Key game being announced, and also this!
Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go—
What? How the do you applaud this? If this were in any other presentation, nobody would even flinch. They talk about Elder Scrolls Legends, and oh my god, Bethesda, why is this game at E3? It's been out for 3 years. New Rage 2 DLC, Wolfenstein Cyberpower, and Wolfenstein Youngblood. Even before E3 we knew about this, and they revealed nothing new, but yet the crowd just eats it up. Arcane reveals Deathloop, and that's it. Looks cool, but I know nothing of it. They talk about their Orion software, which helps improve the speed and latency for playing games over a stream. Cool, I guess. Then we get a Doom Eternal trailer and gameplay, aka the saving grace of this conference. Thank God for Doom. Yeah, this conference was awful. I mean, was it the worst? No, but Bethesda had no reason to be at E3 that year. I mean, they had Doom Eternal, but what else did they have? Elder Scrolls Blades and Fallout 76? Like, those games released already, and what little new games they actually had were just trailers aside from Doom. Plus, you had the obnoxious audience who just wouldn't shut the f*** up for just 1 minute. They at least made a boring conference kind of funny, so I guess I give it that, but it was still awful, and hopefully, next year will be better. Damn it! How did I forget about that? Anyone up for a Ubisoft E3 2019 conference? It was held on June 10th, and what better way to start a conference than with the Assassin's Creed Symphony? Because Assassin's Creed music is so iconic. Wait, it is? Why did no one tell me? I played a bit of Assassin's Creed games, and one of the things that I don't remember, besides the characters, is the music. I mean, it sounds nice, but nothing I'll remember in 5 days. After this, we go straight into a trailer for Watch Dogs Legion. It looks interesting. I like Watch Dogs, and I find it to be a fun franchise. Not my favorite, but it's something fun and different from your typical open-world crime game. Here, the most interesting thing is the permadeath and recruiting mechanics, where you can recruit virtually anyone off the street, and if one of those characters dies, then they're gone for good. Can't wait for it to come out, God knows when. Then Rob McKinley from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia comes out and announces Mythic Quest Raven's Banquet. Now, I've seen this show, and it's alright. I think it has some great moments and some boring moments. But hey, I watched all of it, and I'll probably end up watching Season 2. New Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Operation. At first I thought they were doing some kind of Kingsman crossover because of the music, but then that didn't happen. I mean, I don't really play Siege, but it looks cool. Adventure Time in Brawlhalla. I don't give a about Brawlhalla, but hey, it looks cool. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Cool, I guess. Tom Clancy's Elite Squad. Wow, this looks awful. The first use of Sam Fisher since 2013, and it's in a shitty mobile game spinoff. Plus, this art style just does not look too good. Just Dance 2020. Why is this at E3? It comes out every year. It's not a possibility, it's an inevitability, so why is it here? Oh, I see. It's so Ubisoft can look like asses on stage. A For Honor event that's probably long gone by now. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. No gameplay, only a trailer for yet another Tom Clancy game. Tom Clancy's Division 2 DLC. Ubisoft! Do you know how to make any games that aren't Tom Clancy games? Because almost half the games at this conference are Tom Clancy games! Ubisoft Plus, a $15 a month subscription service where you get only Ubisoft games for PC. Who wanted this? Ubisoft games are dirt cheap, and if you like Ubisoft games, then you probably already bought them. Roller Champions, which looks like Ubisoft's version of Rocket League. I mean, it looks alright. Then finally, Gods and Monsters, which looks beautiful, but I have no idea what it actually plays like. But I'm interested. That wasn't great. I mean, at least there were new games being announced with actual gameplay, but some games we basically just know the title and nothing more. Plus, it had a bunch of stuff I just didn't care about. But hey, at least it's way better than Bethesda's E3. Square Enix is up next, and it was also held on June 10th. So in the past, Square Enix hasn't exactly had the best E3 conferences, so what do? They show off 20 minutes of gameplay from the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it was awesome. I've played and finished the game, and it was amazing. I'm intrigued to see where it goes next, and hey, it got me to play the original Final Fantasy VII, which I'd never played before. So they follow up that amazing opening with a game that already came out by the time of this E3. Life is Strange 2. It was already out, why was this here? Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, coming this winter, yeah, can't wait for that! Octopath Traveler coming to PC, cool. The Last Remnant Remastered. I have no idea what this is, but hey, cool for the fans of this game at least. Dragon Quest Builders 2. I haven't played this game, but I have played the original Dragon Quest Builders. If it's anything like that, then it's great. I love the original Dragon Quest Builders. Its gameplay is so much fun, plus I love building up my base and doing requests for my villagers. I should really go out and buy this game sometime. Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age as Definitive Edition. It looks like fun. Circuit Superstars. Wait, this was a thing? Battalion 1944. I mean, it looks alright. It's not my thing, but good for all you guys who care. Final Fantasy soundtracks on Spotify. Cool, But it happened before E3. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, new Final Fantasy XIV DLC. Cool. Dying Light 2, cool. But we already know about this. Romancing Saga 3. What the f is a Romancing Saga? Scarlet Grace coming to the West. Cool. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. A Final Fantasy mobile game. That's neat, I guess. Outriders. This is for people can fly, and while I think they've created some great games, gotta say, this is easily one of the most forgettable games I've ever seen announced at E3. It might be good, but who knows. Oninaki. I like the art style and the gameplay, but I haven't actually played it. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Okay, this is cool because the source code was actually lost, and to be able to play this game on a modern platform at all is a miracle. Then finally, we get our first look at the Avengers game. A trailer of maybe 2 seconds of actual gameplay. Gotta say, the character models just look unnatural to me. Probably because I'm used to looking at the MCU actors, but some characters like Black Widow just look unnerving to me. I mean, it looks interesting, but I have no idea what it plays like. That was a good conference. They showed off FF7, Avengers, and had a bunch of other smaller announcements that kept me entertained. Plus, the games they highlighted for the most part actually seemed interesting. Finally, we have Nintendo, who aired a Nintendo Direct on June 11th. I was anticipating this the most because over the past few years, I've slowly been becoming more of a Nintendo fan. I mean, about Wii Music. First off, we start out with the announcement of the Luminary from Dragon Quest XI being announced for Smash Bros., along with Erdrick, Solo, and 8 being swappable costumes. So after the absolute ecstasy of Joker from Persona 5 being announced, we get some guy from Dragon Quest. I mean, it's not my pick for a DLC character, but I see why it was chosen because the series is pretty iconic. But it's still a very, very safe pick, because it's a series that was probably going to get Smash representation eventually. Meanwhile, with Persona, nobody expected that. But hey, I like playing as him because his character's a whole lot of random bullshit, and I love random bullshit. Then we go into, you gotta be f***ing kidding me, again? So after 3 minutes in through the Dragon Quest XI trailer again, we get Luigi's Mansion 3, and it looks fantastic. The art style, the gameplay, the level design, it all looks fantastic. And this is one game I have yet to pick up, but I'm looking forward to it. Dark Crystal Chronicles, a tactical RPG based on that Netflix show. Cool. Then we get more gameplay of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and I love how this game looks. I mean, I played a fair amount of this game, and it's pretty good. It might have been a Game Boy game, but it doesn't feel like one. Then they announced a remake of Trials of Mana, which looks interesting. I've never played a Mana game before, but color me intrigued. Plus, they announced a collection of Mana along with all the original games. Then, oh my god, how the f would this even work? I mean, don't get me wrong, this is an awesome reveal, but the Switch isn't exactly the most powerful console. But hey, at least now I can see what Geralt and co look like with ass-ugly graphics. Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is a pretty good game. It combines the turn-based RPG gameplay with the social mechanics of Persona, which, at first, I thought was the oddest combination. But then I played it and fell in love with it. And hey, it's also a great trailer. Resident Evil 5 and 6 being announced for the Switch. At first, I thought this was a build-up to Resident Evil 7 being announced because they're playing the original Resident Evil in a creepy house. But no, it's 5 and 6. In which case, why highlight this? It feels like they're trying to make you buy the original Resident Evil plus 5 and 6. I mean, people generally like 5, but 6 on the other hand, ha! No More Heroes 3. Okay, this is pretty cool, because while I haven't played any No More Heroes games, I've always been interested in the series, and this is one I'll check out when it comes out. Contra Road Corps. I am confident in saying this looks pretty damn bad. The art style looked ugly, and the gameplay just looked bland, but hey, at least there was a panda firing a machine gun, so at least there's that. Daemon X Machina. I mean, it looks alright. It was just in so many Nintendo Directs, but I still managed to forget about it. And still this day, I have trouble remembering that it even existed. Panzer Dragoon Remake. It looks cool. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I've never been the biggest Pokemon guy. While I think the game is fun, it doesn't look the greatest. Like, look at those trees. But I think that these Pokemon designs look great. Despite the series being around since the 90s, they always managed to create such unique looking designs, and I love that. Astro Chain. It looks great, but I haven't played it. But hey, at least it's got bondage as part of its core gameplay. Empire of Sin. At first I thought this was some type of Mafia announcement, but no, it's Empire of Sin, and I just did this. Look out! Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the art style, especially when compared to previous entries, but it looks like an alright game. Cadence of Hyrule. Now, I love me some Crypt of the Necrodancer. If I'm not particularly good at it, I love the gameplay. And I love Zelda, so I'll probably end up getting it someday. Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Yeah, that probably won't happen this year, but it looks fun, especially the retro events, but I don't have it, so let's move on. Then, they show off Animal Crossing New Horizons, and this game is phenomenal. It looks so pretty! The music is great, and I love the villagers. I love being able to make my island the way I want, even if I end up in copious amounts of debt, because it wouldn't be an Animal Crossing without loans and crippling debt. But I've sunk in over 40 hours into this game, and there's no sign of me stopping anytime soon. We then get a sizzle reel of games like Spyro Reignited Trilogy and Alien Isolation, and then we get another Smash Brothers reveal. Is that a fucking Banjo-Kazooie? Oh my god, this is so cool! Just the thought of them being in the game is awesome. Because before this, they were basically trapped on Xbox. And now, they finally get the chance to join Smash. While they aren't the greatest character, just having them in the game is enough for me. And then... yeah, Nintendo had the best conference. It was short and to the point and didn't have as much of those teasers that nobody gave a shit about. Plus, it had stuff people actually cared about, like Smash Brothers, Luigi's Mansion, and Animal Crossing. So that was E3 2019. Yeah, it kind of blew. So many conferences just stunk and had little to nothing to show. Now, while there were a ton of great reveals and highlights, it was just alright. Plus, I'm not even sure we'll have an E3 next year, because before this, companies were already starting to drop out in favor of hosting their own shows online, which cost way less money and have way less likely of a chance of something going wrong. Now, with everyone having to go digital, I think they'll realize they don't need E3 anymore, and it'll slowly die out. But if you'll excuse me, I have to go be depressed for the next 12 months. Oh my god, I'm so excited! That's right, f*** you E3!